Everything is thought. Everything is ideas. Thoughts are ideas. What in fact are thoughts? They pass by. Is it the same thought every moment of every day? No, 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 no. There are many, many thoughts that pass through you. So why do they pass through you? They're visitors within themselves. They're kind of nosy things. They're travelers. They don't have a home as such. Until you associate with them. So the you that associates with them, what are you before your body that is a thought that you associated with? As if you took it home under your very present meat suit. Everything is thought. Your body is a thought. Thoughts are circulating everywhere. They're like the clouds. They don't come with harm or intent or devious ways. They want to see them appearing and disappearing. They want to see themselves coming and going. Thoughts are not the problem. They appear to have some sort of quality through a conditioned and educational system that we can differentiate between good and bad. So if specific words come in specific ways and specific energies, we assume it's a bad thought. But it's just a thought. It's just like an idea. If you have an idea, if your mind has an idea to start up its own coffee business and it doesn't happen, there's no harm done. There may be harm done to the body because the body was always going in that direction and you managed to stop it and think and work out and plan and organize. And the body is just saying, okay, I'll wait for you. No problem, no problem. Okay, when are we going? Is it going to become real, this idea, or are we going to just move on? Like every other idea, every other thought. Thoughts fixate themselves on those who love the thoughts. Thoughts fixate themselves on those who attach and associate with the thoughts. We have built up our body of billions of thoughts. And when a certain thought comes by that we recognize, in spirituality they call it a synchronicity or a coincidence. We say, yes, that's my thought. Come in. Please come in. Stay with me. And there's no harm because you're just reliving this thought, reliving that experience, reliving that moment, that sensory. So what's the problem? The problem is when there's a buildup of clouds and they slow down and they form, they create a thunderstorm. The one in front's not moving. It's trying to change direction. Or it's stopping for a rest. And the rest congregate and they build up and form this wonderful blackness. And boom, thunderstorm. Same in the motorway. The traffic's running fluently. One decides to have an accident, or runs out of fuel, or gets lost, slows down, bumps into 3 lorries who are just chilling their way down to their offload point. They're not in no hurry. So Massive exodus, massive build-up of traffic, an opportunity, the chance of an accident, the chance of anger, the chance of suffering, the chance of impatience and uncertainty with what's going to happen, time and all that come into thingy. And those within that traffic jam, these kind of drivers they all become angry. And there's a thought of an explosion of anger, an explosion of hatred, an explosion of blame, an explosion of irresponsible driving. Thoughts are the same. When you take a thought in, you're blocking the way for the rest of the thoughts. Our position in life as that universal being that we are is to take on board all these thoughts, including the body. I take on board, body, come. I take on board mind, come. I take on board all the thoughts that come past. But if I ask them to stay, I become a massive, massive thought body. And all the other thoughts are just changing direction. But there's particular thoughts that you take on board initially and you say, that's my thought. And then after a while, it becomes the worst thought in the world. I don't want that thought anymore. What's going on? It never comes to fruition. Never anything happens with this thought. So I want to go, get out. But this thought has unpacked its bags. It's went to the bottom room of the hotel that you have become for this thought. It lies in the bed, puts its hands behind its head and says, I'm not budging for you. You took me on board. You stopped me in my journey. You're going to pay for this. So the wrong thoughts are coming. There is not a right thought and a wrong thought. There are only thoughts passing. The pure being sees the thoughts passing, recognize the thought like the cloud. Ah, hello. Nice to see you. And continue on your way because there's someone behind you also with no more importance than you, no less importance than you. Which cloud is the most important? Which car is the most important on the motorway? Which thought is the most important? There is not an important or a non-important thought. They're all entitled to be here. They're all rightfully passing by. They're just visiting. They're in awe of what they can see. But there are these bodies that want more from life, want more. You're born like the Buddha. Your body is born into you like the Buddha. You think the body into yourself and you say, I want a body just to be alive, just to experience, just to sit and watch like a thought. I am a thought. I am is a thought. It's the most profound, beautiful thought. But you want more thoughts. And they're available. It's like the shops. You can go to any shop you like. You're not exempt from particular shops. You can shop anywhere in the world. Same with thoughts. Which one do I want today? Wait, there's one. Yes. Oh, my God, you look fat. Really? Oh, come. I want to speak to you. Come, come, come. You're not attached to the beauty of the thought. You're attached with the information this thought can give you to how your body can get thin. Come, come. And you're sitting negotiating with this thought thinking, yeah, this is great, this is great. Wait a moment. I wasted 5 weeks and you're still saying I'm fat. You need to go. I'm not going. No, I'm not going. How dare you stop me in my travels, says this fat thought. Actually, the food here is good. Everything about this place is good. I like this hotel. I'm going to stay. You're going to have to get some sort of thought police department to move me. And you call in your pure mind and say, what's going on? And pure mind says, what? This thought is antagonizing me. And pure mind says, there's nothing there. What do you mean there's nothing there? It's just a thought. What? And you turn around. And it's gone. And you know it will reappear again. Next time you'll be ready. I am fat. Ha. Yeah. Move on. Move on. I am the thought police now. The idea police. The concept police. Thoughts are beautiful, moving entities, bubbles of imaginations from God, bubbles of wondrous presence of life appearing as thoughts. It's your associations, your attachments, your needs and desires for particular thoughts that are the problem. This is the basis of Zen, Buddhism, Hinduism, Christianity, Sufism, Catholicism. It's the basis. You are untouchable, initial, space, universal beingness, your soul, spirit. Thinking, I want to be alive. I need a body. I'll think a body into existence. I'll think a mind into existence. And with the mind and the body comes all the thoughts in the world to pacify your need to be feeling alive, just to be feeling alive. When the thought, you're fat comes, oh good, someone recognized me. The conditioned way of analyzing and valuing these words say, well, that's not good, because I was told that that's bad. So I want you to go, but before you go, I want to speak to you about something. What do you see in me? What's wrong with me? What can I do to change? And you're in a negotiation. Your mind, as ego, is thinking itself about itself. You're fat. Thank you. Move on. You're ugly. Ah, yes, thank you. Move on. And this is what is happening today. They're trying to eliminate words, because words, as my great-grandmother says, sticks and stones may hurt your bones, but names, words, will never hurt you. Thoughts are basically words, energies, made up of sounds, syllables, languages of what you know and what you like and what you don't like. You're an alien. Brilliant, thank you. Isn't this Ramana Maharshi? No, not this. Not this. He's not speaking to the external world. He's speaking to the thoughts that come before him and move into his domain, his spatial aura. What are you doing in my space? Oh, I'm passing by. I'm a thought. What are you? What are you saying? What's your message? I love being here. Good. Now move on. Meaning, I won't buy that you want to stay. I'm not a hotel. No vacancies. No vacancies for any thoughts. The body thought is enough. Thought passes, yeah, from an external other person. Hey, wait a minute. Wait till I show you this. What? I can show you how to meet God. Yeah? Come here. No, you come here. Okay, let's meet. Yeah. 17 years later, still looking for God. So many things have passed. So many things have built up. So many things have redirected. These things are thoughts. And the build-up says, damn it, I wasted 17 years. Explosion. Thunderstorm. And what happens? Awakening. Awakening is when the thoughts are so driven, and you are driven by them, that the thunderstorm turns into a volcano. It turns into an earthquake. It turns into a tornado. We're awakening every day when we get a thought that bugs us and bugs us and bugs us, and then we say, get lost. Let's move on. Next thought. This is human life. This is the human mind. We blame everyone for giving us bad thoughts, but we accept them. We blame everyone for giving us good thoughts that don't fall into fruition because of our conditioned way, saying, I expect to get the goodness. And all this spiritual stuff, all this, you can wish your way. You can wish the thoughts. Yeah. You can sense your own thoughts. You can create your own thoughts. You can create your own world. But every thought becomes either a prisoner in you, or you become a prisoner in it. Even the good thoughts, even the beautiful thoughts, even that enlightenment thought, I want to keep it. It's great, it's bliss, it's joy, I want to keep it. Another thought comes, you need to get out of this. It could be from your son. You need to stop this. This is not good. It's beautiful, it's blissful. But there's a build-up of thoughts coming. And every now and then there's an uproar, a volcano. And enlightenment passes and you think, oh God, what a fool. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Enjoy your journey. There's a great little story that is a reflection of this. And it's a simple story. I've told it on many occasions. It's a beautiful story. Osho tells it. It's about the frog and the caterpillar. The frog is you. Yeah? The frog is you. And the caterpillar that passes by the frog every day is also you. Yeah? The frog is a thought. The caterpillar a thought. Every day the caterpillar comes by. The frog says, good morning, caterpillar. Good morning, frog. And it passes. And you say, have a nice day. A beautiful, lovely, momentary experience. Witnessing life. Sitting still and life passing by. This happens, this goes on for many, many months, every morning, same routine. Good morning, caterpillar. Good morning, frog. Caterpillar continues, never stops, just walks, speaks as he walks. One day, the frog, for whatever reason, decides to say, I don't feel that good this morning. Must be something in the air. And, here's my friend Caterpillar. So Caterpillar, he comes walking towards. Frog says, I love this caterpillar. It always brings me out of my thoughts. Out of my bad thoughts and good thoughts. Caterpillar walks on. As it passes the frog, frog says, good morning, caterpillar. Caterpillar looks up, good morning, frog, and continues on its walk. As it passes, the frog says to the caterpillar, caterpillar, stop. Caterpillar stops, looks round. Frog says, I have a question for you, caterpillar. Caterpillar says, go ahead, frog. How do you manage to walk with 100 legs? How do you know which leg to put first, second, third, fourth? It's always puzzled me. How do you manage? Caterpillar says, looks at the frog, looks at his legs, says, I never really thought about it before, but I don't know. I simply don't know. And the frog says, okay, have a nice day. The caterpillar walks away, looks down to his legs. And it falls to the ground. It's thinking about something that is very, very natural. The overthinking mind, the over-analyzing mind, the over-intuitive mind, the overbearing mind. Caterpillar never came back. Frog's day was ruined. Just sat at the side of the road, continuing thinking about good and bad things. Nothing came to say, and passing, have a nice day. That's all we need. That's all we're here for, to witness the passing. We're always going to attach to specific thoughts. No one is exempt. We're always going to associate with specific thoughts. No one is exempt. How can we learn about our original path if we don't have hurdles, boundaries, stones, thoughts, ideas in the way? Should life be smooth sailing? Should the clouds just come in an order? Is that not that robotic life? That bland, too simple life? Of course it is. That's why we have thoughts. We're not here to ignore the thoughts. We're here to recognize the thoughts, realize they are for me. They have come to visit me, and I like them, and I'm going to speak to them for a moment, but I'm going to let them pass. And I'm not going to attach and associate, because the thought of death itself will come soon, and that will be welcomed and passed to. Have a nice day.